my friends. I have an interesting video for you today. I don't think we have actually ever showed you what it is like to check goat FAMACHA scores. Now, y'all know after everything that happened with Oki, rest in peace, everything that's happened with Ernie, we learned another way to check for worms that we didn't previously know about before. And you don't know what you don't know. And I feel like me and Ali don't, oh my gosh. I'm realizing just how much havoc Phoebe, like, just, is it reaps? She reaps havoc. Yeah. She tears stuff up. Like, I guess I never really realized how much trash we pick up that is just directly related to Phoebe. She just tears stuff up, all of it. All of it. Yeah, this is Phoebe. So that's a daily chore that we do, cleaning up Phoebe's mess because she's still a puppy. But anyways, that's not the point. I just saw it and I had to acknowledge it. Whew, squirrel brain. Yeah, so you don't know what you don't know. And it is the best way to check if you're not getting a fecal done on your goats, because you can't get a fecal done on them all the time. And they're going to have an appropriate amount of worms in their system. That is just a given, is they will have a worm count in their system. I think they can even have a coccidia count in their system. There will be an appropriate number. The difference is, oh my gosh, Socks was biting Ziggy. Did he go in the pond today?
Who?
Ziggy?
I'm not sure. That was yesterday.
That was yesterday? It makes me so mad that I don't ever get to see that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so squirrel brained.
I love this one. I love them all, but this one just loves me a little extra, and I love him.
He loves everybody. He's such a sweet boy. Everybody's going to be like, Megan, just get to the freaking point. But that's what you come here for, right? Y'all, is like chaos.
Me and Orange are so bonded for some reason. I don't know why.
He does not like being held, though. That is the one thing. He does not like being... Look at those paws. He's massive. Y'all, he's fixed.
I think since he's been following us, I guarantee when we...
Oh,
there it is.
this sweet boy.
There it is. Today, when we go in the pasture, I guarantee you he'll come in there
follow.
with us.
Yeah,
that's what it is. He's been hanging out.
He's been hanging out more. Sometimes our animals go through phases of being really, really needy. So Orange is in his needy phase, but Orange is always needy. Anyways, to the point. So let's go see the goats, and I can explain the FAMACHA a little better, but I have to have, since I have the camera in my hand, Ellie's gonna have to do it. And he needs more practice, I think, than I do. He does really good with it, but I feel like I've gotten a really good view of how to do it. I feel like I can push it. This is gonna sound horrible, but it is pushing their eyelids down a little bit. I feel like I can push their eyelids down pretty quickly and easy and see from a distance really quickly. Whereas Ellie feels like he needs to sit and look a little bit more, which is totally fine. And so since he needs to practice more, we'll do it. Now, I'm telling you right now, we did do the FAMACHAs last night. So I already know kind of what everybody looks like. I do know I need to treat one goat for sure. And I can explain that when we get to her. It is Lulu. She's totally fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. But you will see on her FAMACHA, and I can explain the FAMACHA scores. And you can even look up a graph and like a little graphic to show you if you need it. But we've kind of gotten to the point that we know kind of where the 5, 4, 3, 2s, and 1s sit. Yeah. But like I said,
now we've studied that chart tremendously.
So we know the chart, and Lulu doesn't. I like I said, we've already done this last night. But for educational purposes, we're gonna check again and just see if there. Since I'm already gonna treat Lulu, see if there's anybody else that needs treated. Now, we're not at, oh my goodness. We are not at our annual deworming yet. We're getting close, but we're not there. So.
You mean the 3-month deworming?
Well, it depends on change of season, however you want to do it. You know, we're not there yet. We're close. I'm waiting for the weather to cool off a little bit. That I kind of go off of change of seasons rather than, and I just kind of watch them. So we're going to do a preventative treatment on Lulu.
Yeah. Would you like to demonstrate, or would you like me to demonstrate first?
Well, I said you're going to demonstrate because you need more practice than I do.
Me, I'm a professional. I did them all yesterday.
I know you did them all yesterday,
literally.
But
look, I'm going to start with my Ryan right here.
Can you explain it, though, how you do it?
Oh, so...
This is not the goat to practice on.
So I don't know the science behind it, but basically, you want to press down kind of up here on the top, like the little bone right here. You don't want to like press, gouge into her eye or anything, but you press a little bit lightly on the bone, and then you expose the bottom eyelid right there, as you can see.
She was a little pale today.
She's a little, yeah, she's a little bit paler than I remember. Because if you just pull the eyelid, you can't really see anything, but when you press on the top, for some reason, it just exposes the bottom eyelid.
She looks like she's at like a 3. So that means dosing.
She might even be lower than that, which is not catastrophic. Guys, like, I don't want y'all to think that if an animal appears pink one day, they're going to die or whatever. Most of you watching, not most of you, but a lot of you watching probably have had anemia at some point.
Had dogs with anemia.
Dogs with anemia, had animals that they get a little bit ill.
Hi!
Get ill and they have a low blood. I know so many people that live with anemia and they live years and years and years with it. So it's not a death sentence. It's just kind of a, I call it a risk factor is what I would call it, honestly. I think it's a risk factor.
And it's not a foolproof indication. It's not.
Hero, don't fight me, buddy.
You know what? Do you want to just go ahead and treat everybody today?
Hero, quit fighting me, buddy. Hero's fighting me so bad. Come here, bud. Hold on. He's very red, very pink.
It's like a 4.
Yeah, so his is really good.
Yeah. Do you want to treat everybody today?
I mean, it depends. We could. I mean, we might as well. I feel like we're almost there anyways.
We're close.
Enough, we might as well just
and it's not. There's not an exact science to it, y'all. There's not an exact science to when you worm. Everybody will tell you. Every change of seasons.
That's very pink.
That's very pink.
So
Hey,
he's good.
stop.
So pink is good. Represents
She's
good.
in heat. He's fixed, y'all. Pink is very good. Red is even really good. I mean, you're not going to really see red. Red and pink.
Good red blood cell count.
I think we might go ahead and worm everybody either today or tomorrow. The sun's setting. I don't think we'll have enough time. And we have to catch oh, watch out. She has not been wormed in her life yet.
She's probably a 3 in the middle.
She's a 3. And so 3 means, literally on the chart, it will say 3 means dose ? So like,
it's up to your discretion.
It's your discretion, but they recommend it. 2 and 1 means you need to worm. 1, you should probably get them to a vet if you can. But the thing is, the vet is honestly going to do the same thing that you're going to do, with the exception of a transfusion. Normally, your friends that are in the 1 range, when they look at their FAMACHA, they will then do a test on them and get their actual blood. What is it? It's their blood cell level. And if their
it's their red blood
cell level, and if it's at a certain number, like y'all remember with Ernie and Okie and all of that, same thing applies, because we went through this with Phoebe, and I remember they told us she's like 1 point away from a transfusion.
When we first got her,
yeah.
She came with very bad parasites when we got her.
And so she's fine. She's totally fine.
That was when she was a puppy a long time ago.
Very susceptible to everything. It was not long after the flood, so...
It was fun to check the eyes up.
If we can get him.
Hero's gonna mess it up.
Hero, stop. Oh, okay, so...
I'll do him later.
Yeah, okay.
Hero's agitating him.
Let's check Lulu, let's check Thumper. I do think I want to go ahead and worm.
I'm sorry, I cut you off when you were saying it.
No, you're okay. I do think I want to go ahead and worm though. If I'm already going to worm Lulu and Ryan, we can go ahead and deworm. It doesn't hurt. He's very good.
Healthy level.
And so I know what you're thinking. If they're at a healthy level, why are you going to deworm them? Well, yes, they do build up resistance to the dewormer, but yeah, she needs to be dewormed.
Y'all can see the tremendous difference in Thumper's versus hers, right?
Yeah, she's
very pale.
And that's something that, and again, she's eating, she's drinking, she has no other symptoms. She's okay, but she needs to be dewormed.
Yeah. Like I said before, it happens. Think about how many times people will get a cold or get the flu or even get a 2 or 3 day stomach bug, and they'll probably see more, their skin will seem more pale than normal and different things like that.
Hi. That's weird. She doesn't just do that. She's good.
Very pink.
Very red. She's
red,
like a
yeah.
5.
So,
so yes, we are going to go ahead and treat her. Actually, I don't know if we have any safeguard.
Her son's a 5.
How do you look?
Strong.
You really have to push down that top lid.
I'm good. I'm a professional.
He's a little. It's harder for me with one hand.
See, I'm a professional. He's a 4. Those 2 are 5s.
I want to check Flower, because she's my sickly girl. My girl that just always gets sick. It's her and Lulu, I feel
I
like
wish I
that
had
gets
spoken
sick.
to Pawpaw about this like before Okie Dokie a long time ago. Pawpaw says he's been doing
Oh,
this.
she's good.
She's good,
today.
yeah. Pawpaw's been doing this
Gus.
for years. He learned it from a vet decades ago. If only we had ever heard that before, we would have been doing this.
And that's not even, but you even saying that, that's not even foolproof, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just
It's just a rule of thumb.
it's good to help.
Because Pawpaw probably had a similar predicament
He's a
to
little
where
paler than he was last night, but he's not bad. Let's go ahead and deworm the whole herd.
Pawpaw probably had a similar predicament to us, where an animal practically just dropped dead out of nowhere and stuff. And so the vet was just kind of like, you know, it just happens. But a good general rule of thumb is to check those eyes. You can see their red blood cell count through the eyelid, and that can encompass a lot of different things.
Well, because and the reason they say that is because you're not gonna. The thing with prey animals is what we've learned is they are not going to show symptoms until it's too late. So cute. Precious.
Their little tails.
They're cute. Hershey's and Kisses. But they won't show you any symptoms until it's practically too late. I feel like we've got our goats' weights down pretty well, so we can do it pretty quickly. We actually dewormed my mom's herd what was it, like 3 days ago?
2 days ago.
Are you ready for this, y'all? Those who have seen us deworm my mom's herd know that she has a good 3/4 of her herd is untouchable. Meaning they're like old mama. You can't get them. Me and Ellie did it on our own in about 20 minutes. Every single goat, because of my mom's new dog, Mozart. Hey, Chia.
I'm so proud of us, Chia, for doing so good. We did.
It was so good. It was so peaceful. We didn't video it because we were trying to be peaceful and all that. But we're going to have to go back in 2 weeks to do the follow-up worm, and we'll video that. But it was crazy. We were able to catch all the untouchables and all the other goats in like 20 minutes. It was so effective. I was so proud of us.
Yeah, we did real good with that. Might have been one of our best farm accomplishments.
It really, that and Maisie. That's why I put those two pretty high. And Maisie Moon.
Yeah.
She's inside right now, y'all. All right, let's get these guys wormed. So y'all, sometimes on the farm you make on the fly decisions, and I'm kind of glad y'all got to watch that. You got to watch me and Ellie inspect everybody. We weren't expecting to come out here and treat the whole herd, but you know, we looked at it and it's like, some of them don't need it at all. But the thing with dewormer, like I was saying, is it's a preventative. It's also a treatment, but you also use it as a preventative. And sometimes we've dewormed and nobody's even needed it at all, but that's just what you do. And so the Lulu being pale, I don't think is an indicator of we haven't been cleaning enough or anything. A lot of people deworm their mamas right after they give birth, or like 24 hours. That's very common. And like I said, we're getting on to the season of when they need to be dewormed. I think they have like another month or two before we would deworm them again. But it doesn't matter if we do it a little bit early. It's not the end of the world. Y'all remember, geez, somebody is in heat and the boys are wild today. Y'all remember that we dewormed right after the flood in May, and then, you know, that would have been 3 or 4 months later, change of seasons, when you would deworm again. But we actually went and dewormed again after Hurricane Beryl just to be safe. So you don't always follow that deworming every change of season. Sometimes you deworm as needed, and that's okay. So I don't want you to think that like we're going to be building up a super resistance or anything, you know. And one thing I will talk about is about the resistance to these antibiotics and to these dewormers is, this is our last safeguard bottle. I'm not gonna lie, it's on the ground right there. This is our last safeguard bottle, which means we will be switching to a new chemical dewormer next. Papa has told us about, he uses dewormer in the feed. It's an ivermectin based feed, and you do it every month. The only reason we can't use that is because we can't guarantee how much of ours are going to be getting. They don't play nicely like Papa's goats do, so that's not an option for us. So, and the vets have also said with the amount of goats you had, a chemical dewormer is going to be better, and that's just easier for us. Our decision. It's oral, it's quick, most of them love it, and so it's okay, and it'll be great. And yeah, we'll have to switch to a new one this next deworming cycle, which means probably ivermectin, which you can give ivermectin orally. It is hot, The goats don't love that. Our goats have gotten ivermectin before, but we've been on Safeguard for our last rotation for a while, so they're used to Safeguard. There is another one. I do not remember what it's called. They're all the same thing, essentially. They all do the same thing, but they're just a little bit different. They all treat the same worms, but the chemical makeup of the wormers are a little bit different, if that makes sense. And that's what I understand from the vet. That's all information vets have told me, so fact check me if you can, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes, and that's just kind of what my experience has been with it. So we're gonna have to switch after this cycle, which they're not gonna love, but it'll be okay. And I'm also going to, I have 2 bottles of B12. B12 does not hurt them, but I'm going to give B12 to our friends that do look a little pale. I'm not gonna give it to everybody. Normally I do, but a lot of them just don't need it. Normally I do give it to them when we're deworming, just because normally when, you know, we've been deworming recently, we've been deworming with the threat of parasites because of the flood and all of that. But this is just a routine worming. So the only friends that are going to get B12 with their dewormer, which they love the B12, will probably be Lulu and some of those friends that were a little more pale. So, and that'll just help boost their immune system, help the dewormer work a little bit better. Yeah. Ellie's here with the feed bucket so we can catch old mama first. Yikesers, you're probably not going to see that, but wish us luck. So y'all, I got old mama on my own, fed her, was able to check her eyelids. She's a little pale, so I don't think I'm going to be able to catch her again to give her B12.
Oh,
now we're doing Walter, but she's eating, so not as concerned. I might have to put the phone down for this one. I forgot he locks his jaw. Oh my gosh, Hero's growling today. Hey buddy. Switch hands. Sorry y'all, this is a Hot Mess Express. Sorry for the videoing. Open your mouth, open your mouth, open your mouth. Good boy, good boy. All right, next goat. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet because Ellie's filming, talking about the FAMACHA. Don't mind the noises, there's some stuff happening here, but it's Lulu's turn. Got B12, got Safeguard. She loves B12. She does not love Safeguard. Huh. Oh shoot, I need to get the air out of this. Okay, give her about 15. They can have between 10 and 20 a day. Lulu, honey, I need to give you your Safeguard. The Safeguard is actually important for you. Hey, Lulu. Okay, I'm gonna have to put my phone down. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry I did not get more video of that. The sun was starting to set. I have to check weights on my phone and have to be able to read a syringe, and so I was like, I just gotta put my phone away. She's all the way over there, honey. Come on, let's go, let's pick you up. I did not worm them, y'all, and let me tell you why. Because they will get the dewormer and all the good things they need to keep them safe and healthy for the next couple weeks from their mama. I did check to make sure that I could give not lactating, but nursing goats Safeguard. Safeguard is really safe for goats, so it's okay for Lulu and her babies to have it. It's also okay for any pregnant goats to have it. If you watch Ellie's video that's coming out tomorrow, you will find out that we actually do not think, stop! No, go do that to the other goats, not me. Jeez, it's Humpty Dumpty day for them. If you go watch Ellie's video, you can hear who we think is pregnant now and who's not, because we've came to a realization. The sun is setting and I still have chores to do, so I've got to go, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll catch y'all next time with another video. Bye, friends.